Today we're looking at a very special pencil that I would be willing to bet you don't have one of. Hello everyone. That introduction maybe sounded a little more taunting than I intended it to be, but I have received some pencils from a gentleman whose channel I follow religiously and I have promoted on my own channel multiple times. Kevin over at Always Analog has sent me some pencils and pencil related items, and I hope to get to them all eventually. But today I wanted to showcase a few and one particular pencil specifically. And I did get Kevin's permission to do that. I've got them all wrapped up here. I really should have prepared better. Probably would help if I just start pulling them out. So this little section is one subset of the pencils that I received from Kevin. And he mentioned that he was going through at some point a natural wood finish pencil phase. And I can relate because they have an odd attraction for me as well. So I have several of those that I will get to at some point. A few that I've had before in my collection, a few that are brand new to me that I have never tried. That would be interesting. I'm particularly taken with this USA Gold antimicrobial pencil, not because of any antimicrobial properties of the pencil, but I have in the past received some USA Gold pencils that were this natural wood, and they were some of my favorites ever. I got them maybe 10 years ago at a Target store, and I haven't ever seen them since. So I don't know if this is a new production, but I'm pleased to see that at least recently USA Gold was once again making natural wood pencils. And all these are beautiful and fine, and I will cover those, give them their due respect because they're all very nice pencils. And I thank you, Kevin, for sending those my way. But today I want to focus on one particular type of pencil. They're all round today, so this is going to be interesting on how they stay on my desktop here. So these pencils were sent by Kevin, and these he ordered specially from Musgrave. You can see it says Musgrave Pencil Company, Shelbyville, Tennessee. Made in USA. You can see they're kind of a natural wood finish, lightly lacquered, round pencils. But what makes these particularly unique? A few things. One, he has them promoting his channel. His pencil channel is kind of almost a side channel for him. He most of the time is making videos for his secondary or his primary channel, Cavalcade of Food, and I recommend that one as well. It's tremendous fun to watch. I'm not really a foodie and lack any kind of culinary skills, but it's wildly entertaining, and he has a magnificent collection of kitchen-related items, appliances of various and every sort you can imagine. I got a really great recipe for deviled eggs from his channel, which I have made and very much enjoy. But anyway, check that out. I'll put a link there. But he, when you collect large appliances, they're different than pencils. They take up a lot of space. You have to have room. You have to have a dedicated, almost a warehouse, I would guess, for that type of collection. So he has students visit him, apparently at his location in Michigan. And I think that would be a terrific field trip. I might try to press myself upon him to do that someday. Um, but he had these pencils made to hand out to visitors at his, I don't know what you want to call it. It's almost a museum. I apologize. I don't have the word for what I'm looking for. His gallery, demonstrating his collection. But I just think that's the neatest thing, that he had these made, and made by Musgrave in America. So not just, imported pencils that he had his name printed on. These were specifically ordered, and he tells me that he ordered a very specific pencil because, as a pencil snob, or as a expert in graphite pencils, as he certainly is, he knew what he wanted in pencils. And there are a few pencils that Musgrave makes that Kevin particularly likes, and that are among my favorites also. And my understanding is these two pencils are a hybrid of these two fantastic, currently manufactured Musgrave products. The Musgrave Bugle, which is a very simple number 2 standard pencil, no ferrule, no paint, light lacquer. And you can see how these specialty pencils he ordered, very similar. They have the body of this Bugle, and I've always been a fan of the Bugle. I have a t-shirt designed to look like the Bugle pencil that I bought from Musgrave because I'm that big a nerd. So seeing a pencil made in the style of Musgrave is great. And the Musgrave News 600 I've discussed before is a fantastically dark pencil, the Sharpie of pencils, I call it. Has a very, very thick, soft core. Got to be careful sharpening these because you can break them because the graphite is so soft. But I'm interested in how they put the graphite of this pencil in the body of this pencil to create the Cavalcade pencil. So it sort of pains me to do this, but I'm actually going to sharpen one of these, and I think Kevin would approve. I want this pencil to live its best life now and not just stay in a drawer. I'm going to keep one of them pristine, of course, in my collection. But one of them I just have to sharpen and try it out to see what that's like. So let's do that. And because I refuse to subject such a beautiful pencil to the claw, as much as I love this sharpener, I'm going to do it with a hand sharpener instead. We use a Apsara long point. And again, I think Kevin would approve. I can't see. There we go. If I catch the light just right, you can see Apsara on there. Comes free with most packs of Apsara pencils. So let me make sure I'm not sure which orientation I want to sharpen this in. Usually it's very clear cut. I mean, ordinarily I'd go for a right-handed person, but then I start to eat into the cavalcade portion earlier than if I start at this end. But old habits die hard. I'm going to start as I normally would for a pencil. And let's just do it. This feels kind of wrong. I'm just going to be honest. These may be the only two of these pencils I'll ever see, but you got to try it. That ribbon is very much like you see on a bugle, and it is a thing of beauty. Now we're getting into the graphite. I don't think I've broken the ribbon yet. That's fantastic. It's like a religious experience for me almost. Oh my goodness. I almost got to the Made in USA. That would have been upsetting if I'm already eating into words. Did I go a little beyond the stopping point? No, I think I nailed it just right. I didn't waste any. Okay, good. A little worried there. let us give this beautiful pencil a try. Cavalcade Vintage and Analog Showcase. Made in USA, a Musgrave Pencil Company, Shelbyville, Tennessee. This is a Bugle and News 600 hybrid, which I'm just kind of geeking out about that such a thing exists. Oh my goodness. This is the best pencil I have ever written with. This is really a terrific pencil. I don't think Kevin has shown these on his channel. Maybe he's afraid he'll get lots of requests for them. I'm guessing his stash can't be that huge for this. So anyway, I can't believe I hadn't seen one of these before on his channel, unless I just missed that episode, which I doubt, because I watched all of his episodes probably several times. If you were here and could listen for the graphite, you almost still wouldn't hear it. It is so soft and so dark. Now, if Kevin were reviewing this, he would give it a smudge test, and he would give it an eraser test. And he did send me some really fine erasers, but I'm not going to waste those erasers on that. And I'm not going to waste the graphite that I laid down here, because this is a special pencil and I hate to waste any bit of it. Yeah, this is going to go in my collection and stay pristine, and I'm going to keep forever. But this one, I'm going to be too tempted to use it because that feels terrific. I'm just curious how it compares. You know, it's a different feel. I would almost say it feels softer, although the core is, I think, slightly smaller than the News. Yeah, definitely smaller than the News, but larger than the Bugle. So it's an in-between size core. But by golly, I think it might actually be softer than the 600, which I didn't think was possible. So we've got the News 600, which lays down such a super dark amount of graphite. Let's call this the Cavalcade. I would say this is at least as dark and almost feels more smooth to me. That's impressive. That is an impressive pencil. Thank you, Kevin. I was so excited to get the package from you. You didn't have to do that. I had sent you some things, not expecting anything in return. I just really enjoy you reviewing pencils that I enjoy, just to get your take on them. But this was really special. Thanks for sending these. I'll get to some of the other things eventually in my reviews, but just had to start out with this because it's so unique. Pleased as punch to have that. Thanks for sending those along, Kevin. Thank you all for watching as we covered this. And go check out Kevin's channels, Always Analog, of course, if you haven't already, but also Cavalcade of Food tremendous fun, as I said. Thanks for stopping by here today. Hope to see you here again next time.